Hello, welcome. Well, you are first JH, at least according to the comments. Or the chat, rather. Okay. Let's see how long the server lasts before we might go into a into another maintenance time, but we'll see what happens. Alright. First things first, before I do anything, let's activate GRANDIS. Yes. I didn't realize that it had two settings, honestly. So you can either choose Dawn, which is the summon, and Dusk is like the AoE, right? I don't know very much about training with either of these. I just know one of them's a summon, but the other one seems pretty good for Zenon, like according to the Zenon Discord. So I don't know. Anyone have any idea about this? Yeah, I have no idea which one I'm supposed to be using, but I'm gonna assume I'll just use the summon. Beginner tab? Well, let's put this down somewhere on our keyboard. Where do I even put this? What's something that I wouldn't use? I mean, I probably wouldn't use the little resistance one. Alright, now, let's see if my dream map is open. People might be here just because it's a high kill rate, but looks fine to me. Alright, I have two goals today. Alright, one is just to farm fams, obviously, and the second one is I actually want to get my second mastery. This mastery looks pretty good, so we'll see if we can farm 50 frags at 3 soul Erda. I get the feeling that's probably not going to be the case, but let's see if we can set up the summons first. I've done very minimal testing. So I'm just going to pop some buffs and we'll start a BA and see how it goes, I suppose. Because I'm sure there's better ways to set up the summons, but you know, if I can even reach 15k, I'll be pretty happy. Can you explain the Hexa tab? The Hexa tab is pretty much like your V matrix. You get the new skills here, or like new passives as well. So that's pretty standard, right? Nothing too fancy about that. When you get soul fragments and soul Erda, you'll be able to unlock them. It's kind of like the new node shards, or the new node what do you call it? Node stones. So you're just using different things now. It used to be node stones and node shards. Now we're all dealing with soul Erda fragments and soul Erda. And then you can unlock them as you go. So each of them will either improve an existing skill or give you a new skill. So this Soul Janus one is like a new skill, right? It's a new training skill. But these ones on the bottom left boost your current 5th job skills, and these ones on the top right boost your like your main attacks. Sort of like boost nodes. Oh, it's pretty chill, and the rates seem pretty nice. Did I pick up any fam cards? Oh yes, I have some of the birds. Monster gulls. I put the wrong summon down, but that's okay. Seems pretty Okay. Oh no. Oh no. It's doing the thing. It's doing the thing where I lag. How annoying. It's not the first time this has happened. It's probably close to 1500 by the looks of it, right? No. I think this definitely prefers to be on the left side here. This is probably just me, right? It's not, I don't think anyone else is lagging at the moment. Not the first time this has happened to me on stream. I was hoping for some rare cards so I can start training them sooner, but it's fine. Hello Dayso, welcome. Did I save up fragments on other characters? I saved up a bit on my battle mage. That's about it though. Oh no, my leg is it's kinda doomed. But that's alright. If anything, I'll be more sad if I lose my Legion wealth. We'll just give it some time to see if it catches up. If not, I'm just gonna crash anyway, so it is what it is. Wouldn't be a stream when I try to train and it just freezes, right? There it goes. Crazy how much lag that happens. Yeah. I have two choices. I can either farm here, or I can farm on the map to the right. I think this one in theory has more mobs, but it is a lot bigger. And I don't know if my summons are like full clearing. What skill did Zenon get boosted? It got boosted on one of the passives. It's called Triangulation. And the other one is the field that you can see up here, the little force field. And when the force field gets a bit bigger, it full clears. Oh no, sorry. When it gets a bit bigger, it can hit like 3 platforms, so it's pretty nice. Looks to be full clear. It sort of looks like full clear. I'm probably missing a few mobs here and there, but it's not too bad. Like I can't properly clear this platform here. Like that middle part. Unless maybe I can like move my summons around a bit, but I get the feeling I might not be able to full clear regardless. I might be able to swap the force field and my Urda Nova, or like the fountain, maybe. I'll mix it around on the next rotation. But honestly, I'm happy that I can comfortably train, start to get my familiar cards, hopefully get some fragments. See how we go. How's the new update so far? I mean, we have our new mastery, we have Soul Janus, and we have fam cards in Cernium, so it's looking pretty good. How's the fam rate? I mean, it looks about the same as it always is for Limina and whatnot. I don't think doesn't feel any different. Okay, let's try changing it up. This looks decent. That actually looks a lot better. Okay, I managed to get one rare. So that's a good start. Start training it immediately. Hello, hello, welcome. You can plan your training setup using maple maps. I tried to do that, but I think that the purple summon's a little bit off center. So I'm not too sure. Okay, let's have a quick look here. It's still missing mobs. There's 2 spawns on the far right side I'm missing. I think my original setup is probably as good as it's gonna get. Unless I had level 10 Soul Janus, I don't think I can full clear here, like, super consistently. There's always gonna be something that's missing. But I think I do prefer this one clearing here. Because that one actually has a lot of spawns on it. What stat are you? Let's have a look. I'm 16 mil combat power. I don't know how much that translates to for normal classes. It's probably around like 20 something K stat. Was I meant to start anything new from the event? I didn't actually have a look. I just went straight into farming. Like, I'm not doing the pyramid thing. This is probably the new 1k mob thing, right? That's the concert build. Maple World. Ah, this one. There we go. I knew there was that one. Then go into the event map. Nah, I don't want to leave. I'll check it out later. It's not that big of a deal. How many of you guys are excited that you have a vac pet now? You know what? I could also probably every couple rotations plonk this here. Otherwise I have to wait another 2 hours, that's alright. How's the fam drop rate? I've been farming for about 10 minutes. And I've gotten 20 fams or so. 10 fams every 5 minutes. 2 fams a minute. I mean, it just seems like pretty standard rates. I feel like you get like, if you were farming in Limina or something like that, you're probably getting like 100 fam cards or 100 fam points per half an hour, I'd say. Probably. Alright. The dream is to get our second mastery unlocked today, but don't know how realistic that is, that's for sure. I do not know how realistic that is. Honestly, I'm just happy that we can farm fams while training. It's not that big of a deal anyway. Also really like the idea of having these seagulls as my fams. This map's also very lazy, so I'm pretty happy about that. The thing is, if I'm getting 1500 here, I could also just get 1500 in another lazy map, right? Because this in theory has the highest spawn rate in all of Cernium. West 2 and West 1 have the same fams. Apparently West 1 has better spawn rates than West 2. I'm just being particular because I want specifically these fams. Yeah, I'm just being a bit picky. Hello, Andres. Welcome. Okay, let's see if we get 12 today from the daily. I could do High Mountain actually, and that will actually unlock my mastery if I really wanted. But High Mountain takes like 40 minutes to do. A little lazy. With my 3 summons, I don't need to move in Royal Fall. Yeah. I mean, technically in Cernion, this has the best rates if I can full clear. But the issue is I'm not full clearing. If I had one more summon. It's not too bad, but getting, you know, about 15. Feel robbed about the timing for 5, 10, 15. Yeah, when it comes to that sort of stuff, it's just a bit of a gamble as well. You have to be aware that that's going to be the case. You know what I'm going to do is after this cycle of summons, I'm going to go one map to the right. So Ramparts 2. Ramparts 1, apparently I can get 16,000. Which is better than what I'm getting right now. And it's probably smaller. So I'm gonna... Ramparts 1 apparently has more. If I can consistently one-shot here, it'd be better, right? I mean, consistently clear here. So let's see here. Something like this. Something like this. That looks pretty full clear. If I can get the same rates here, then I might as well stay here, because it's smaller. I move way less. The platform's a little bit higher, which makes it a little bit annoying, but I actually feel like I have to time my jump a bit. But in theory, if the kill rate is the same here, I might as well work less. Can you place Zenon summons on the ground? Mid-air? You can't summon, you can't do it mid-air, unfortunately. But it's looking a little bit better like this though. Summon here and here. Yeah, this does just feel a little bit better. It's exactly the same thing as my previous map, but way easier to put down the summons, way smaller. No need for extra work. I'm not sure if you're about to put links, if you try to put a link in. Or at least I won't be able to see it. Yeah, these rates are basically what I was getting in the other map, but just a bit easier. But honestly, I'm okay with this. This is fine. I have my seagulls. I can run back and forth. Nobody's gonna be here. I can farm in peace. Seems good to me. What would you guys prefer? Do you guys prefer better rates, or do you guys prefer just being like alone, chilling in your own map like this? Because I'm sure I can get better rates in like other popular maps. But this is also kind of nice. Lazy and alone always. Because this reminds me of LH4. Obviously the rates aren't as good as LH4. I don't think anything will ever match LH4 for me, but yeah. This map doesn't have too much burning. That is one thing I will lose out on. If I'm on Western 3, I will have pretty good burning because I don't think people like that map. When is maintenance? Maintenance is done. Hopefully they don't put it back on maintenance. Game is currently up. Do I play RuneScape? I used to play RuneScape. Specifically, obviously, old school RuneScape. I never really played like the modern version of RuneScape. Yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed the game. The only issue that I had with RuneScape was the grind was not for me, not my style. Mostly because it's only clicking, right? RuneScape is like basically mouse only. I like playing with the entirety of my keyboard. So like MapleStory, I'm pressing a bunch of buttons. That's all it really is. They're shutting down again. Say it ain't so. But they just put it back up. What level are you aiming? I'm aiming for 275. I think 275 is a good stopping point for me in general. And with the way I like to play the game. Okay, I'm getting closer to 1400, so I'm losing a little bit less. I am getting a little bit less, but I'm losing like maybe 100 mobs per 6 minutes. And this is so much lazier. This works out for me. 600 mil an hour, I'll take it. Do you plan on leveling up Janus or new mastery? I'll get 1 point in the new mastery. I don't know if I want to get 10 into Soul Janus, because 1,000 fragments is a pretty big investment. And I kind of want the damage. My goal is to be able to try to solo all the bosses all the way up to Black Mage, right? And I feel like Soul Janus, 1,000 frags is pretty hefty, but I don't know if that will be like that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things. Like 1,000 frags? Actually, nah, I don't think I can invest in 10 Soul Janus. Oh, that's a bad field. It does not hit everything. Because I'm just thinking about my Battle Mage. My Battle Mage, I spent a total of maybe 2,000 fragments, and I got Black Mage done. If I had to spend half of that on Soul Janus, I don't think I would have cleared Black Mage. So, yeah, maybe not. Yeah, like specifically for me, because I want to clear Black Mage, I'm not going to invest too much in Soul Janus. Does frag drop rate increase with each area, or the same across the board? I'm assuming the chance to get a fragment drop is static, but because when you go to like higher areas, the drop rate, I mean like the mob kill rate is a lot higher. So, yeah. I'd assume that that would make the frag drop rate feel a lot higher in the later areas. Hey Von, what's up? 1,000 frags is half mastery. I think that gets Cell Genesis to 10. Do you have a limbo ready character? No, god no. I don't even have a normal Carling character ready, and I feel like that's like almost a bare minimum for current MapleStory to even consider limbo later. It's kind of nice just chilling. See if we can get some unique fams later down the track. See if we get lucky with any of them, but for the most part I'm not too fussed about the fams. Like the fams are a nice bonus, but they're not the key thing here. We're looking for fragments. And fams are a bit of a bonus. Am I only going unique fams? Yes. I'm only going unique because for me I already have large drop. I would spam epics if I didn't already have a large drop, but because I already have large drop, I might as well go unique for the boss fams. You want to be close to limbo when it comes out? I got some bad news for you, brother. Unless you're farming like 8 to 10 hours a day, that's probably not going to happen if limbo's coming out in 6 months. At the very least, you won't be liberated. There's zero chance that you'll be able to contest limbo unless you're liberated at the very least. And liberation takes like 8 months. And then on top of that, you probably will need to be... What level is limbo? Like 290? So you need to be like 285. I don't know if you can hit 285 in 6 months. That'd be pretty crazy. If you can hit 285 in 6 months, that'd be wild. Oh, hello, Maggie. So, H to the 8. I am actually kind of tired. Like, I woke up early to see if I could patch my game. And my hard drive was actually really full with all, like, of the footage that I have. And I couldn't update because, fun fact, MapleStory downloads 30 gigabytes of stuff before it starts patching. So I didn't have storage on my hard drive to even patch my game. I had to move everything off of my SSD because it's like a tiny, like 250 gigabyte SSD, and half of it's like my OS, right? So dumb. You watched them reels yet? No, I'm scared of Bree. When Bree spams reels to me, I get scared. Okay. Is this 5 yet? Come on, get to 5. Challenge accepted? Yeah, just don't burn out. Like, going for like really endgame stuff is quite hard. I mean, it also depends on how many resources that you have and stuff like that. If I could compare myself, like I did everything solo and it took me a bare minimum of 8 months to get to Black Mage. And I would say I'm probably 10% of the way to Limbo. Maybe less than 10% of the way to Limbo. And that's just to solo Black Mage. So yeah, I want to encourage you to like have a goal, but Limbo is genuinely like a pretty far goal. Do you play GMS from a different region? I use exit lag because I play from Australia. And it's pretty good. I don't know if I'd play this game anymore without exit lag. How's the new update feel? It feels fine. Now that everything is kind of working. Is your BAM still your main, or are you switching to the Zenon? Well, it's hard to focus on 2 things at the same time, let alone 3. So right now I'm working on my Cannon Master on Kronos. I'm working on this Zenon, and I've left the Battle Mage in the back burner because it's too many things otherwise. So my Battle Mage is like on annual leave, or long service leave. What's exit lag? It's like it's a VPN. It gives you better connection to the game. I was gonna say it's like a VPN. No, it is a VPN. So I'm not using it to play from like a different region. I'm using it just to like get a better connection. Because I can already access GMS. Be a bit different for other people. I don't actually know how VPNs work, I'll be honest. I just know that it makes my lag better. How long you plan on staying on the Seagulls for Fan Farm? I'm gonna stay here until 270. Probably. Maybe longer. It's probably at some point, like... At some point, it's probably grief for my EXP, but I played MapleStory in the time where I stayed in Limina all the way to 275, so nothing can really hurt me. And I will just farm familiars until I have everything that I have. How's Janice? It's pretty good. Extra summon. For this map, it makes it pretty convenient. Like, I didn't expect this map to actually be that good or anything like that. I just wanted the seagulls. After 6th job, my mobbing skill did change. It looks a bit different. Actually, I could just put this down every once in a while. Yeah, not bad. About half an hour now and I got 50 bird fams. Which makes sense because my kill rate here is a lot lower than it is for LH4. So I expected it to be lower, so I'm probably getting like 60 or 70 points of fams per half an hour. It's not too bad. Definitely could be higher in better maps, but hey, it's fine. Not here for super efficiency, that's for sure. I won't be here for a long time. I'm in no rush. Which maps are you guys deciding to farm at? For those who are in Cernium right now. Bunch of you guys experimenting a lot of ramparts. It's probably just the library and the ramparts, right? I also considered just staying at Rocky Outlook, but I don't know. Something that didn't really enjoy the portal farming, even though it was pretty good. Oh, and we also get our weeklies back today. It's just full reset. Exciting. What's that third summon? It is Soul Janice. It's the new 5th job, no sorry, 6th job skill. Just came out today. Farming at Library 1 because I'm lazy. We'll see how I feel about like these seagulls. If I feel like less attached to these seagulls, then I'll probably go somewhere else with better, maybe lazier training. But I'm gonna let that let the people experiment first before I start going anywhere. Thank you, X-Man, for joining. I'll let the people experiment on the maps. Let people find out one of the best maps, and then maybe I'll move. I'm also kind of hoping for node stones. I'm still kind of low on those. Yeah, it's kind of nice. Just chill training though. I would have stayed at LH for a lot longer if I could, but the Hyperburning kind of speed ran me through those levels. It's kind of good again. It looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. It's looking very promising based off of like some of the people who've like posted their culvert scores. Genuinely very promising. I don't know if I'll go as far to say like the class is broken. We'll have to see how it actually compares once everyone like starts actually doing the numbers and not just, you know, finding out that strong Kanas are strong. Because I think that's kind of what's happening at the moment, where like a bunch of the strong Kanas who have been pretty low key have like finally come out of the woodworks and just started trying a little bit more. Because it's not really like proper numbers yet. It's just like people have their random culvert scores, and now people are speculating the class is broken, but we'll have to see. I am very happy for the Kana mains though. That class was gutted for the longest time. I'm okay with them being pretty strong. I think if Kana turned out to be like really strong, it would be nice if they tuned it so a lot of classes like got stronger. So rather than like nerfing classes, I think I would prefer them making classes stronger. The training's still good. Yeah, Kana's training is probably one of the better ones. It's very easy. So a lot of summons. It's got 2 summons by itself, and then it's got Soul Urda and Soul Janus. Not Soul Urda, sorry, Urda Fountain. Make lightning great again. I don't know about that one. I think Explorer Mages are too good because they have this really OP skill called Open Job Advancement, when they can immediately turn into a Bishop. And that inherently makes Ice Lightning better than half the cast. It's pretty broken skill. If I could turn into a Bishop just by paying a bit of money, that'd make my class pretty good. Your Hexa? Yeah. Guy who dropped his lib staff when job changing to Bishop? Oh no. Did he not know? That's pretty tragic. Well, there's a good chance that he gets back his staff, it'll just come back clean. What's my fact for not taking that? Thoughts on Kana buffs? Looks good. Like genuinely, it looks pretty promising for the class. I'm just glad that their solo like damage has been kind of fixed or adjusted, because that class was a little bit sad to play solo. In a party, it was already pretty solid. That's fine. I don't think anyone had any issues with the class being solid in a party. But its solo damage was definitely on the low side. I'll be honest, I'm not gonna touch the pyramid. It's too many things. Too many things. Too many things already, and all I want to do is just farm familiars and fragments, I suppose. And hopefully decent money along the way. Meso rate 1959, that's good. The pyramid is an event thing, I'm pretty sure. Free royals? I mean, if that's what you want, that's fair. I don't really care for it though, personally. I think it's a bad idea to stay for FAMs at 275. Just depends on what your goal is. If your goal is to push further content, like you want to go to like Carlos, Carling and whatnot, you should probably push EXP. But if you're like me, when you're just have a very simple, low-level goal, I say low-level, but you know, 275 in the grand scheme of things is kind of low nowadays. Then you can just do whatever. I'm always on the side that, like, I don't really care. I've griefed my rates for worse things than this. I do a lot of things that are very inefficient, so it's hard for me to give you a proper answer, to be honest. Just depends on what your goals are and how fast you want to reach them. If you just want boss fams, then go for it. But if you want to try to push for like damage and content as soon as possible, then I would recommend training in like your proper areas. Because the best FD gain is just levels in most cases. If you're purely looking for FD gains and damage gains, you want to level up for the further bosses. That's why 275 is a goal of mine. Because this is the best gain that I can get for Black Mage. It's just purely get to 275. But right now, I don't really care for 275, mostly because my gear is not even there yet anyway. So I'm not fussed about it. Yeah, no worries. If any of you guys have questions like this as well, feel free to ask. I'm always happy to answer these sorts of questions. Game's a lot more complicated nowadays than we'd like to think. Just have a think about, like, the first time we unlocked 5th job. I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but the first time I unlocked 5th job, I quit the game. Like, genuinely, the first time I ever played this game and got to level 200 for the first time, I saw the V Matrix and I was like, nah, yeah, I'm good. I'm done. Who's better mobbing, Kana or Nightwalker? I mean, Nightwalker's definitely lazier if you bite farm. But Kana's mobbing is probably better. I feel like it can clear a bigger map. That being said though, I haven't really played Nightwalker, so I don't know. You gonna do BM parties solo on Zenon? My goal is to solo Black Mage, but I might not necessarily solo up onto Black Mage. Or solo Black Mage for my first clear. I haven't decided yet. my Zenon, I'm just kinda playing like a normal character. I'm just enjoying myself on Zenon, if that makes sense. I'm just enjoying it. Like, not too many restrictions. Having a fun time playing a strong class, you know. Got a bunch of resources from the main. With the eventual goal of soloing Black Mage, of course. But the things along the way will be a bit different. The end goal's the same, but the path will be different. Have you unlocked the new mastery on BAM? Not yet. I haven't logged onto my battle mage yet. The first thing I did was logged onto my Zenon, unlocked Soul Janus, and here I am. What are your rates right now? I'm probably getting like somewhere between 14 and 15,000 mobs an hour. So it's not that great. Not that great. But it's chill here. I get the familiars that I want. You know, it seems like a win for me. Seems alright. You out of fragments? Oh no. What did you end up boosting? Did you max Soul Janus, or did you, like, push your second mastery? Oh, you leveled your origin. Was that level 30 or something? Otherwise, you just... Ah, you just like full sent your skills, I see. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. I really want to unlock my second mastery, but I really cannot be bothered doing High Mountain at the moment. All these 2x coupons. So nice being able to just actually have a use for these now. I'm glad that my Soul Janus level 1 clears nicely. How much EXP have I gotten so far? About 10%. I get like 10% an hour. It's not too bad. Decent amount of fam cards as well. Not too bad at all. Please make High Mountain more compressed. Yeah. Especially for the later maps. Or just make the mobs easier to kill. Like, if it's scaled to your level, or scaled to your damage, and everything could be, like, one-shotted, I think most people would be pretty happy. Daily Fragment gives you 12 now? Yeah, it gives you 12. 12 and, like, 600 Soul Erda, or whatever it is. Can we Soul Janus in High Mountain? I'd assume so. You can use Earther Fountain in it, so I don't see why you wouldn't be able to use it. I'd be surprised if they didn't let you use it. Your second main lives for High Mountain Reset, because you're not giving it any fragments otherwise. I feel that though. Luckily for me, I can do the 3,000 mobs twice a day. Once on Kronos and once on Hyperion. It's gated by Soul Earther. Yeah, Soul Earther actually, when you're gated by it, it actually takes quite a while. It builds up quite slowly, and if you don't grind, it does take a bit of time. Got to almost level 9, and now you're back in Soul Earther jail. I remember when I first unlocked 6 job on my my battle mage, that was the case as well. Just like I wanted to upgrade all of my skills. I had the fragments, but I didn't have the Soul Earther because I wasn't grinding at the time. And if you don't do too many bosses as well, it's also quite slow. Like, unironically, the daily was how I was getting most of my Soul Earther for my battle mage towards the beginning. Oh yeah. You can quadruple plat on Ilium? That's crazy. The AFK life is real. Alright guys, but seriously, serious question though. I know I want the seagulls very much, but the more I think about it, the more I like the idea of also actually making money. Because I'm only getting like about 14 to 15k here. Should I actually try to find proper maps? Probably should, hey. I really want a funny seagull familiar, just for my own like personal satisfaction, but at the same time, money sounds pretty good. Money sounds pretty good. Need more of the cows, huh? Cows? Let me have a look at what the rates are. Like the really big maps, I don't know if I can even full clear. The seagulls are just kind of funny. And you guys probably don't know, but I'm a big bird enthusiast as well. I'm a big bird watcher. I just go to parks and just look at birds. I like watching like magpies interact with each other and stuff like that. West 3. Yeah, I was actually at West 3 earlier, but my kill rate there is actually kind of similar to here because I can't full clear the top platform. If I had 2 Soul Janus orbs, then I would get like close to 17, 18k. But here, it's less effort for a similar mob count. Why kill them? Because seagulls are a special breed of terror. They are a special breed of terror. Did you already do Pyramid? I'm not touching Pyramid. I think it's gonna be too much time if I do Pyramid. You know, in 8 minutes, I'll finish up this these coupons, and I want to try to see if I can utilize Dusk. I heard that Dusk is pretty good for Zenon, so we'll see if I can make use of it. usually you want to use Dawn, but I heard Dusk is actually pretty good for Zenon. Yeah, 16 to 18k at East 3. That's pretty good. Might be a bit too big for me though. My summons aren't too... Do you try doing an L shape with Dusk? That's what I'm thinking. Like... But... This kind of rotation is like ideal for me because it's like really lazy, right? And it's easier on my hands. Because I'm just basically double jump. Clearing. That's it. And I stop every once in a while, which is really nice. Ideally, I don't want a rotation that like involves me constantly moving, if I can help it. Wasn't it a cow? I mean, it's more of a rock than a cow. I wish I could have more of these though. Like the LH4 was actually quite good, but it doesn't give me the drops that I need. I need fragments. So I'm gonna stay here for a bit longer. Weren't you portal farming? I was portal farming at Rocky Outlook 3. But that one was a little bit annoying because I couldn't full clear consistently. And I couldn't time my... There's a part where like you up jump and then you clear it. And I had to like kind of think about it. Yeah, Dusk hitbox is bigger. I just don't know how I'd place my summons. That's why I was going to have a look. Yeah, that's kind of somewhat similar to what I'm thinking. Like, I'm okay having like less rates if it means it's lazy. Like, yeah. I mean, realistically, if I was the kind of person that cared about those sorts of rates, there's a real chance I could have already been like 270. But I don't really care for that. Like, I don't even do Monster Park half the time. Monster Park Extreme, mind you. I just want seagulls. Give me these seagulls. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for today because it's reset. So then I can clear Lucid and clear Will again. I can get my first piece of Arcane. How exciting is that? First piece of Arcane, soon TM. Assuming I get 3 droplets. Hopefully I get 3 droplets. I'd be really sad if I don't get 3 droplets. If I don't get 3 droplets, I'll actually be kind of sad. 330, 340 boss damage seagull fams incoming. What if there's a conspiracy that like certain fams have a higher chance at boss damage? Can you imagine that? Look, there is a world where I open one unique seagull fam, and it comes out as boss damage immediately, and all of you guys are gonna cope with me and just farm birds for the rest of the time. It's gonna happen. Like everybody who's in the stream right now, if I open like an epic fam after I finish training and it comes out as a like 30 boss damage or whatever like this, like you guys are gonna cope and you guys are gonna all be here. 100%. It's gonna happen. Just watch the streamer client kick in. Look, at the end of the day, when I log in tomorrow and I see a bunch of people on my map, it's gonna be my own fault. Is Umbra Gear, you start push for 22 star? It's a little bit more complicated than that. It is best in slot, but it doesn't mean that it's the best idea to push 22 on Arcanes, because they're very hard to replace and very expensive to Star Force. Usually you would just start with CRA if you really wanted to 22 something. Start with CRA, then move on to Golix, and then see where you are afterwards, if you have spares or stuff. Is this 5 yet? Nope, it's just 4. $100 each vac pet? Yeah, it's quite expensive. You can get a 30% discount if you have enough reward points though, so it's technically 70. You boomed your arcane weapon 20 to 21? Oh, unfortunate. Sorry to hear, man. But hey, if you're in the spot to tap your arcane weapon from 20 to 21, I think you'll be alright. What's that slime thing that keeps showing up? Is this like a new event thing? Not bad though, about an hour, got about 10%. I was honestly a little bit worried and kind of expected people to be in random maps today because of the new update, but nobody likes the seagulls, so it turned out to be okay for me. Elite bosses show up as slimes. Alright, after this, we're gonna test out Dusk. In Hyperion, it should be okay. Like, when you log into Hyperion, the amount of players on it, it seems about the same as it is every day. And I think a lot of the endgame players probably don't care about fams, I'll be honest. Like, Hyperion's attitude towards fams is a little bit different, I feel. Like, most of us is just like, fams are bonus. If we're not playing on our Hyperburn, we're not farming fams. That's what the general consensus seems to be. Whereas Kronos is like, they're just catching up on fragments anyway, compared to Hyperion. So it's a bit different. Okay. Odium was strangely packed. Probably people will try to speedrun their dailies today as well, so then they can do other things. Alright, so let me hotkey Soul Jadis. I'll put on F6, why not? So this will let me swap between the two. So this is a passive, right? Yeah, so this should be a passive now. So does it just like constantly explode? Is that what it is? It doesn't seem to be doing too much damage. I mean, I guess it's like 3-second cooldown. It kind of reminds me of what's the thing? The rune of lightning. You need salt. No, I'm testing out to see if this is any good. It doesn't even one shot, right? Am I understanding this right? I mean, it looks like I can literally AFK and farm. This is probably really grief, but I can literally AFK. It turns out my little missiles proc it, so... Seems scuffed level 1, yeah. If it one-shotted, maybe a consideration, but it's like two-shotting. Right? Because of the random lightning. Yeah, it's doing like 90-something%. Oh, free fragment. Yeah, it's probably just stick with Dawn then. After a minute of AFKing, Dusk will stop proccing? Ah, I see. That makes sense. But yeah, I don't one-shot with it anyway, so it's irrelevant. Guess we'll just stick with our usual. Unless I want to go to a better map. Okay. I am kind of liking my seagulls though. Alright. Let's start making some epic fams. Probably should have opened these before I started training them, but it's fine. Okay, let's fuse some of these birds. I want to try to get 5 epics at a time. I'll probably do 5 epics at a time. And get them to level 5. It'll take a while to get uniques anyway, because the uniques take a lot of cards. Even more so if they don't get to epic. Okay, we got 1 epic done at least. Okay, that's fine. So I'll probably do all 5 of these epic, and then start pushing them to unique. Let me have a quick look though, because I want to see if there's any other maps that are decent as well. Let's see, Royal Library 3 and 6 are pretty strong for mob count, but they're probably really big, right? Yeah, it's massive. Look at this. I mean, I can plat like this, right? Now, is there a world where I can clear the entire top floor? Like these sorts of maps I kind of like. I mean, if I move this a little bit over here, it's probably doable, right? I can't one-shot with Dusk. We just gave it a try. I mean, I would realistically just do this because I'm lazy. But it doesn't seem like I can clear it. It's like not wide enough. It's not too bad though. What's the number that we're looking for a good amount of kills per like 6 minutes? It's like 1500, 1600. Hello Adonis, welcome. I mean, I'm almost at 300 a minute. Isn't that pretty good? Isn't this rate, like, pretty good? I mean, it will mean that I'll give up on my seagull dreams, but if I can get 17,000 mobs an hour like this, I'm gonna do it. Because it's kind of free. Okay, it's not quite at 1800. Nah, it's looking about the same rates as my other maps. Typical. It's looking somewhere between like 14 and 15,000 mobs an hour. I mean, that's about that's about the same as I was getting at the seagulls, so but like with extra effort. Maybe up to 16,000 if I'm like paying attention. Nah, I'll just stick with the seagulls. Like the amount of like slight effort it is to like place down these new these summons is enough for me just to AFK and just stay with the birds. I'm sure there's better maps elsewhere, but that's alright. Okay, guess I'm just staying with the birds then. Oh. I will live out my dreams having a bunch of seagulls as my fams. Okay, so now if we can get another... We need another 22 fragments. What do you guys think? You reckon we can get 22 fragments today without without doing high mountain? Gotta get that second mastery upgrade. It helps a lot. Yeah, it makes it a lot bigger, doesn't it? Like the field. That's what I'm farming for. I kind of don't feel like doing high mountain today. Can I change channel? I read somewhere that like changing channels causes you to crash. Or am I kind of crazy? Or I mean, is that a Kronos thing? Ooh, 40? I'll take a 40. Dusk or Dawn? Right now I'm using Dawn. My Dusk doesn't one-shot. Purple portal. No, I gotta take it. Sitting with 300 frags, but no soul order. Yeah, I think Meggy had the same issue. You got like to level 9, and then they got to level 9 on their soul order. Wait, not soul order, just soul Janus, and then ran out of soul order. It's time to farm, everybody. Time to farm. Let's your thoughts on the Kane class? It looks pretty cool. I don't know very much about it, but it looks pretty strong. It looks pretty fun to play as well. It's a bit active for me, but other than that, it seems fine. Unfortunately, I can't give you much better comments than that. Is that soldier that's actually hitting that platform, or am I? Okay, it does sort of hit the whole thing. What's this at? It's almost 5. I'll check back in a few minutes. Yeah. See if my friend's online. I would like to trade Lucid and Will today if I can, because I kind of want my Arcane today. Ideally, I think it'll be fun. I was gonna record a video today, but I'm a little busy later tonight. Just have to like return some items. My little water filter broke, so I gotta go return it. You skipped the pyramid scheme event? Yeah, it seems pretty bad. Pretty bad's the wrong word. It seems long, high effort. If you want the rewards, it's fair, but I don't know. I don't really care for it. It gives you node stones and growth pots and hair coupons, but I think I'd be happier with more seagulls. It is I, seagull enthusiast. Oh, 21 more fragments to go. Let's go. I do like that the pyramid event is there. I like events like this where it's not mandatory to do, but it gives you rewards that usually you wouldn't be able to get, right? I like that they give you a way to get free hair coupons. That's a really, like, as an idea, I like it. Would I do it? No, I don't think so, but it's pretty good for those who want the cosmetic in this case, or want the, Aw, man, it's doing the thing again. As I was saying though, like, it's pretty good for those who want the item. Oh, my game actually just crashed. Aw, man, my coupons. Okay, my game is actually gonna hard crash. Oh, my coupons. Oh, unless. I'm scared, I don't want to touch anything. Something's gonna break. I just hit 260, how many stones do I need to fill with EXP? You need to fill 9 stones total. Am I griefing using a greed pen as drop gear? Nah, I'm doing the same. When you're lacking damage, you start replacing it, but for now, it doesn't really matter. Oh, my coupon's gone. Oh, I found a better burning though. Ah, man. My 30-minute coupon. Alright, guys. What do you guys think? Do I just pop another one and hope I don't crash again? Thoughts? Is this the game that we're playing? Hope we don't crash? Alright, I'm just gonna hope I don't crash. If I crash, I'm just gonna cry. And call it for that. For sure, go on the hard crash. Alright guys, I need you guys to remember this channel. Channel 17. It's got 60% burning for me. Seems like a W. But yeah, just going back to the Dominator pendant question. If you need the damage for your drop gear, then yeah, you can improve it. But if you don't need the damage, then you can get away with Greed Pendant, because I'm literally using a Greed Pendant right now as well, and I'm not having too much issue training. But as you go further into the game, the mobs do get a bit stronger, so you'll probably want to make proper drop gear later down the track. But that could be quite far. Like, if you're asking me this question, you're probably okay to just use a Greed Pendant for a while. Hello, Christian. Welcome to the bird farm. What do they mean when people say they want to trade bosses? So the way that trading bosses works is that, let's say that you and I are going to trade bosses. That means that I will take one of your characters, for example, CRA. So then your character can get the drops. Then you can take one of my weaker characters, CRA. So I can get the drops. So the whole point of it is that we carry each other. So then our second or third characters or whatever have a chance of getting whichever drops that they wouldn't usually be able to get. So for my Zenon, I can't solo Hard Lotus. Oh, sorry, Hard Lucid, for example. So I can ask my friend, hey, you want to trade Hard Lucid? So he's going to take my Zenon Hard Lucid. I'll take one of his characters Hard Lucid. So then both of our characters can get Arcanes. And this works out for our Meso as well, because I'm only trading with one person. Sure, we lose out on the cap a little bit. You know how you can only sell 180 crystals. We lose out a little bit there if we were to cap out, but overall we wouldn't lose too much money. You still need to do 5%, of course, so you can only trade on characters that can do enough damage, but obviously with you and your friend, you can slow down the damage. You can wait for your friend, you know, that sort of stuff. Things that you usually wouldn't have to... Things you couldn't really control in public runs. Like yesterday, I ran in a hard healer run, right? A hard V healer. They're not going to slow down for me to catch up to blue. Because obviously, why would they do that? It'll make it harder for them. They might die out, you know, they just want to get out of the run. But then, when you're trading with a friend, you can slow down, rerun it, if somebody dies out, you know, all that sort of stuff. You get all the benefits of basically soloing, but with a friend. You trade 3 H Lucids for Arcanes and Mark? Yeah, exactly. And as your mains get stronger, you can trade more and more things for your second character. And that's like the power of improving your main. The stronger your main is, the more access you have to getting your mules stronger. Like, if you are done with your Golix gear, and you find somebody else done with their Golix gear, you guys can trade Golix and give your mules superior drops, for example. That's something that people do. In Kronos, I've taken it to another level where my main has completed a lot of pitch boss. So I can actually trade pitch boss with people. So my second characters have a chance at pitch boss. And I give my friends' characters, like their second characters, a chance at pitch boss. It goes like that. Like, the further you go, the more you can trade, and the more you can like gain benefits on more characters. Obviously, that implies that you have to kind of get your character strong to get to that point, but you know, it's a nice benefit. If I can do Hard Lucid in 14 minutes, how long might it take me to do Sea Slime? It might take you the whole time, depending on your class. I feel like Sea Slime is quite tanky. 15-minute H Lucid. I'm trying to remember when my H Lucid run was 15 minutes, how long did it take me to do Slime? It might be like 20 to 25 minutes. Which map BGM is this? I'm getting crazy nostalgia. This is Happyville. White Christmas. Maple version. Yeah, this is by far one of my favorite BGMs as well. For anyone who like played back then, I remember staying in that Christmas map for a while, just like, yeah, collecting Rascal Snow and all the Christmas ornaments. I don't know if anyone else remembers that. It's so funny to me because I'm really fond of this particular BGM because when I was playing here, my sister and I, like, we were like, what? I don't even remember how old I'd be at the time. I'm probably like 10. I don't know. and she was like probably 7. And she has like very fond memories. She always tells me, you remember when we used to collect snow in Maple Story? Just every once in a while she would just like message me, be like, you remember that? I was like, of course. Happyville map, yeah. It's just like those small things. Makes us feel something inside. So Janice has unlocked the AFK meta, yeah. And it's kind of great. Not full AFK for me at the moment, unfortunately, but I'll take a pretty easy training. If all I have to do is just jump back and forth, I'll take it. 20 more fragments, guys, and I get my second mastery. Let's go. I want to try to get a slime ring for 5, 10, 15, so I thought I'd try the solo with second mastery. Yeah, give it a try. I mean, you still have like 3 weeks, right? 2 weeks? 3 weeks? I mean, given the damage you're doing to Hard Lucid, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility for sure. Like, I reckon you could do it. And if you get a slime ring, that's pretty good. Like, slime ring it's a good ring. Was there any compensation for the 14-hour maintenance? Not at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised if they do give us something, but I wouldn't hold my breath for it. Yeah, compensations, they won't announce a compensation anytime soon. I wouldn't be surprised if they gave everyone like just a bunch of 2x coupons and calling it a day. I think the biggest offender for this sort of like maintenance are like for the guys who have that Soul Erda booster. Like, imagine if you missed out on that day and you just can't get the thing. That'd be so tragic. Yeah, I just slept, so it was fine. Seagull fams are funny, yeah. That's literally the only reason why I'm here. There are definitely maps with better rates, but this is, you know, it's surprisingly easy, lazy. It's funny fams, you know, it's a win for me. I wanted to revive my vac pet with unlimited normal waters of life. That's crazy. 36-hour maintenance for Big Bang. Was it actually 36 hours? That's crazy. A vac pet's worth it. If you can afford it, and you do play a lot and you train a lot, it's a really big quality of life improvement. But it's quite expensive, right? Like 100 USD is a lot. Technically it's $70 because you can discount it with the reward points. But yeah, still, it's quite expensive. I feel like unless you had the disposable for it or you are planning on like hella grinding, yeah, it's quite expensive. Yeah, training without a vac pet, it's... After you've had it, it's like... it feels so bad. Once you get a vac pet, you really can't go back. Should I try to join a hard low min party in hopes of drops or solo normal for the meso? I think hard low min is worth it if you need the Absolab and you want to try at pitch boss. I think it's always worth giving yourself a chance at pitch boss, even if you lose out on a little bit of money. Like, how much money do you get if you solo? You get like 140, 150 mil on the solo, and if you 6-man hard Lotus, hard Damien, you get like what, 60 or 70 mil per boss? Something like that. I mean, you're paying 70 mil for a chance at an eye patch or something like that. That doesn't seem bad, honestly. It's not too bad. Logging off for the day. Highly recommend the pyramid event. It's a good time. The was a secondary. Ah, well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. And take care, Tyler. Mostly for ring boxes. Oh yeah, and also ring boxes. Ring boxes, chance of pitch. If you're pushing Absolab like I am, there's always an argument for that. Offered to buy my friend a vac pet if he's down to keep reviving it once it dies. I would have 100% taken that. If you offered that to me or most people on the stream, they would probably just take it. Your friend missed out on a very generous opportunity from you. That's a very generous opportunity. That's very kind of you. And your friend missed out. $20 per revive, but the biggest one is the down payment. The down payment's the big one. Look, at the end of the day, for me, because of how much I enjoy playing MapleStory and like how much I actually play the game, I don't mind paying like the $15 a month for it. And it's a huge quality of life increase for this game, right? Like, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying though, like, on paper, that is a very generous offer. It's 14k, but you can discount it with the reward points. It goes down to about 10k. Hey, it's me, your friend. Yeah, Christian, that's a very generous offer from you. Maybe your friend knew better and knew that he would like end up getting like sucked into the game and never leaving MapleStory. So who knows? Maybe it was for the better. Maybe it was for the better. It's 284 with no vac pet. That's pretty wild. I respect the self-control. I have a friend who's like that too. I think he just hit 285 and he refuses to revive his vac pet. I don't know if he's here in the chat right now. I don't know. Yeah. I have a friend who's 285 and he has a vac pet and he chooses not to revive it. So I see people like not wanting to spend money. It's pretty... It's not that uncommon. It's not uncommon, but... I personally, if I spend that much time on the game, I wouldn't mind paying like a small fee to get a pretty nice quality of life increase, better rates, all that sort of stuff. Will you be using an Abso weapon or an arcane weapon? I will be using a arcane weapon. I'll be using the fake arcane once I get my arcane gloves, because then I get the 2-set bonus. The fake arcane should be better than the fake Abso. It's not better than a real Abso, I'm pretty sure, but it's better than the fake Abso, and I kind of don't want to make a new weapon. I would have only made a new weapon if I got a weapon box in the last couple of weeks, but the DMT already passed for weapons, so I'm probably not going to do that. I'll just replace the fake arcane with the real arcane eventually. Not a big deal. Princess No one person thing is dumb. Yeah, just don't do Princess No on reset. That's what all the guys from Kronos told me. Just don't bother with it on reset. You just binged the entire BAM series? Oh, I'm glad. I guess I'm assuming you enjoyed it. If you watched the entire thing. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support a lot. How many of you guys are here on my channel from my Battle Mage series? Out of curiosity. And how many of you guys actually watched, like, most of it? I know it's pretty long. It's like 40 something parts. It's pretty damn long. You hate watch the whole series? You know what? That's understandable. That character was randomly really lucky. It's just like random aspects. Especially towards the beginning. The beginning was kind of wild. Didn't I get like a bunch of hybrids at the beginning? I don't remember off the top of my head. But I vaguely remember hitting like the meso lines and stuff like that. I was just like, what the hell am I looking at? Watched all but the Black Mage Soul? I mean, that's fair. Like, Black Mage Soul is 58 minutes of suffering. Yeah. Long is good. I mean, long form content isn't like as popular anymore. That's why I try to like make my videos like around 15 to 30 minutes, like in that time frame. I think that's good for something like this. I feel like if my videos were shorter, I don't think it'd be as like fun. I feel like having a lot of details would be better. Here since Pally, here since Corsair. Wow. A lot of OG viewers. Watched through it like 3 times. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. It is a nice feeling knowing that like the effort that I put into like the videos actually like people enjoy or found useful. So yeah, I appreciate that. Mostly because I fell asleep. I'll take that as a compliment. First 2 accessories are 2 mesos. Ah, yep. Inspired you to main Corsair until I swapped to AB recently. Oh, I mean, AB is a good main at the moment. It's all good. Man, I wish I had 10 badges. Then now I can have 2 fams training at the same time. But this is... what can you do? Man, something satisfying about this map right now. It just reminds me of LH4, just less mobs. She just got a black heart? Oh, congrats. You need 1 badge for 2 fams? Yeah, I want to get 3 fams, but... 10 badges is kind of tedious. Yeah. I have 2 fams, that's fine. I have my large drop on, and then whichever fam I'm training at this point. If you're training, do the AB concert thing. You get 3x multiplier for 1 minute if you're training. I'll have a look into it after. I feel like personally I get overwhelmed really easily with too many events. So that's why a lot of the things that I do tends to be like kind of inefficient. I just don't like doing too many things at the same time. I'm okay missing out on things if it means that I can just chill. So yeah, don't take it personally if I like ignore certain things from events. Because I know a lot of you guys try to help me out with it. But at the same time, at the back of my head, I'm just like, I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit here and hit mobs. Yeah. Now I appreciate a lot of you guys like helping me out with like events and things like that, because I genuinely like miss out on a lot of things. But that's kind of how I play. How far are you taking the Zenon? I want to try a solo Black Mage on it. The goal is to solo Black Mage. You ignored the Abyssal event last time? That one I liked because it trained my 6 job stones without me doing anything. Quite the AFK though, quite the AFK. Ah, I put them in the wrong spot. That's alright. It's kind of the same thing. The Battle Mage from the Scratch series was so good. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. The Abyssal one was the... Yeah, it was the one with the Legion block. Honestly, I don't think I would have done it if I was only playing on Kronos. I only did it because I was playing on Hyperion. Because I was so lazy with training, and when I found out that the EXP was actually pretty decent, I was like, I can do my 6 job stones by AFKing. Just AFK the 6 job stones. It kind of worked out in the end. Otherwise, I don't know if I would have done it. I see a fragment up there. Getting there, guys. 36. Another 14 to go, and I get my 2nd mastery. Race to 275, but got burnt out after? Yeah. That's what happened, I think, with a lot of people at the beginning of Hyperion. I took Hyperion really, like, really slowly at the beginning. I knew a lot of people were like jamming all the EXP things onto their main. But for me, I was like, I'm gonna go do my links. I get my level 3 links, level 3 Legion. I like finish my Legion. And then I'll get my 260 eventually. Then when I got to 260, I was like, I'll do my 6 job eventually. It made it a lot more fun. I think one of the things I saw were some people were surprised how, well, I don't say like how strong, but like how geared my battle mage was given the level, because I didn't really push levels, and it's pretty strong, right? Obviously, like, I saved a lot for events. I farmed a decent amount. I got lucky here and there, but it's like I didn't rush anything, so kind of worked out in the end. I think the only thing that would have made that entire series better is if I managed to get Raw 4. I think Raw 4 would have been insane. Or continuous 4, actually. Like anything. What did I end up using? Weapon jump 3? The series is good, progress chill. Yeah, I made it a point to myself to try to like not be super sweaty, because I didn't want it to be like, oh, part 1 I get to level 200, part 2 I'm 250, you know, like that's not really fun to watch, and it's also not that interesting to play. I liked a lot of the fun for me on that series was finding things to do, like finding things that I could show people and like explain what I was doing. So that's why I actually ended up doing a lot of links in Legion, because it was like, oh yeah, this is an easy way to get a level 210, for example. I don't know. a big part of that series for me was trying to find a way to make it interesting, because MapleStory is not that easy to make interesting, I'll say. Which is why I'm really happy to have you guys around right now, because there's only so much you can do and watch regarding MapleStory. A lot of it is just what I'm doing now. Yeah. It was good fun though. I enjoyed making my Battle Mage series. It was really fun to challenge myself to do those bosses as well. Like soloing Hard Wills and Hard Lotus, V Healer, Dark Knell, like all those bosses with minimum stat. That does hit a certain spot. And I'd like to think too that like I've tried to inspire people to run bosses with lower stat, or just try to solo things. Which is why I'm kind of glad that I chose Battle Mage as my main for that series. Because then people will see, oh well, I'm playing a support class. If I can solo Dark Knell on a support class with this stat and I have more stat, then surely I can do it. That sort of thing. Right? Because genuinely a lot of players don't know how much damage is required, so if I can show that my character isn't particularly overgeared, strong, it's not super high level or anything like that, because like min clears are not really a thing on YouTube, I feel, or they don't get that much attention. Everyone likes to see the really fast runs, but not many people know about like what's the minimum damage required, and so it's a bit of fun. Min clear Dark Knell still crazy you? That was Dark Knell was something. That was a tricky one. I think personally I am most proud of the Lotus solo and the Will solo. I think Dark Knell is very class dependent, so I don't think about it too much regarding my Battle Mage. But for Hard Will and Hard Lotus, those are very mechanical checks, especially towards the last, like towards the end of the fights. It does like kind of check you mechanically, especially for Will. Like you'd be surprised how much you have to dodge. Which episode is Dark Knell? I can have a look for you. I don't know off the top of my head. Let me have a look. Let me just place down my summons real quick. Because I remember my first Dark Knell clear, I was on like 40 mil combat power. I remember that off the top of my head. I think it was 26. It looks like 26. Something around there. Part 26. Yeah. I will say though, I felt some kind of way when somebody in my guild was asking about like soloing bosses. And then they saw my videos and they said to me, how did you clear Hard Will with full Absolab with no arcades? And I was just like thinking to myself, you know what, that's a good question. I don't really know either. I'm kind of surprised. It was a lot of fun, for sure. Like, trying to go for those min clears. It's very fun. Quite challenging. Should I get Soul Janus first or Mastery? I think I would recommend most players to get at least one in Soul Janus. At the very least, it will help you do your dailies, which I think is already kind of worthwhile. But yeah, I was like in full absolab for that hard wheel clear. I just knew that I had to play P3 like perfectly. If I play P3 perfectly, I had the clear, and that's all it kind of came down to. Just a lot of dodging, trying not to die, proper cleansing, proper burst. And also 10% EXP? Yeah, it gives you EXP as well. Yeah, just get it to level 1 at the very least, and then decide what you want to do after. I think, given my past experience playing this game, I wouldn't push my Soul Janus until after 275. That's my personal take, because... But then that's because my goal is to clear Black Mage. I don't want to invest 1,000 fragments for level 10 Soul Janus when I can invest the same amount onto my Hexa, which will help me a lot more with soloing Black Mage. Because when I soloed Black Mage on my Battle Mage, I think I was at 2,000 fragments spent total. So, that's probably my goal. I want to commit at least 2,000 fragments onto my Zenon before I commit into Soul Janus. It was your third hard boss min clear. Yeah, I went from hard Lotus, hard Damien, and then hard Will was my next clear. Because I couldn't clear hard Lucid. I couldn't clear hard Lucid. But because of 6 job, my hard Lotus was pretty fast. I was like thinking to myself, yo, I'm clearing hard Lotus in like 15 minutes or like less than 15 minutes. I can do hard Will. Like, I'm pretty sure I can do hard Will. That's what I remember telling myself. There was only one way to find out. I just ran it in. Ran it down. And in full honesty, I probably could have cleared hard Will a good 1 or 2 weeks faster, like earlier. Because I had just lost my event buffs off the top of my head. And I did a practice run and I was like, I could have cleared it. Like if I ran into hard Will with the event buffs at the end of the Identisk event, I probably had the clear. Like I probably could have cleared it. I don't know if I could have cleared it after the reset, but I definitely had the clear like a whole week earlier because of event buffs. But the trickiest part for me was definitely P3 because having a clean P3 is not always the easiest. Because you have to dodge everything. You can't get hit by the legs, you can't get hit by the stomp, you can't get hit by the red orbs. You gotta keep your DPM up. Yeah, it's the whole thing. And then once I got hard Will cleared, then everything kind of came together a lot faster. Because, yeah, it's really easy to judge your damage against other bosses. Once you get an idea of how strong your character is, and hard Will is a pretty good indicator of how strong your character is, I was able to kind of math out whether or not I could clear the other bosses. And it kind of just kept going from there, because I knew that I could clear like Sea Gloom, and then I knew I could clear NV Healer. Yeah, it's a big old math game. A lot of players ask me, like, how do I know if I can clear bosses? And a lot of the times it's just based off of past experience. If I can clear a certain boss in a certain amount of time, I probably can clear a different boss within a certain amount of time. And I'm pretty sure I kind of mathed out hard Darknail. Like, I did the rough math based off of my normal V healer clear, whether or not I could do Darknail. And then based off of whether I could clear Darknail, could I do hard V healer. I think the hard V healer has a little bit more HP than Darknail. Yeah. It was good fun though. Good fun. I highly encourage you guys to try to do min clears as well. It's a lot of effort, of course. It's not easy, and it's like you might die out. But at the end of the day, it's just getting yourself a free-ish clear for solo prio and pitch bosses. Pretty good. You get a lot of money from it too. You get a lot of money. I think the biggest one that I would encourage people to try is Hard Lotus. Solo prio on both Heart and Zerk is kind of crazy. And it gives good money. And genuinely does not require as much damage as some people think. Once you get more confident with your class, it's definitely up there for one of the better bosses to try solo. Damien definitely as well. He's not very interesting as a boss. If you have the damage, you will know. As a Wind Archer with 0 burst, can't seem to solo Sea Slime. Yeah. It's a bit hard for DPS classes, because you have to keep up your damage to stop the healing from being too crazy. The only advice I can give you for a DPS class is just to keep hitting the boss no matter what. And block as little amount of doors as you can. Because you spend a lot of, like, some players I know like to block multiple doors. I only just block one door. I would only block one door. Almost there. 11 more fragments. Let's go get it. Second mastery soon, TM. I think I typically only block blue. It's just a habit at this point. What does blocking all 4 do? It just means that you can AFK the little mini game, but you also spend less time like attacking the boss. Especially if you're solo. The less doors that you block, it's just easier to do more damage. You spend less time trying to like knock the rocks around and stuff. That's all it really is. It's not really much more than that. It's all fun and games until you get a gold wave. Yeah, you have just to be a bit careful of that. Just gotta be a bit careful of the different colored waves, but once you get used to it, it's not too bad. Few seconds left, and now I'll pop another 15 minutes. With fams, you want to get them to unique. If you're going for damage fams, like boss damage and stuff like that, boss damage IED, you would go for unique. If you're going for large drop, you go for epic. Unless you already had a large drop, I probably wouldn't recommend unique. It's a lot of cards to go for unique. A lot of cards for potentially nothing. Healing fams, epic or unique. You can get party fams at epic, but they won't be large, I think. I think if you want large party fams, I think they have to be epic, unique. Please correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think that's the case. The 3 large drop stack? No, only one. You only need 1 large drop. Drop fams don't stack. Just waiting for this to be level 5. Then I can start training my epic fam to level 5. Oh god, Vacpet is so nice on this map. 0 effort to pick up things. Okay. Probably do another... I'll just finish this coupon, so that's another 19 minutes. I might as well make the most out of my wealth coupon. And then I could do some bosses, maybe. Maybe. We'll see how I feel. I have a few things I have to do after, unfortunately, so I might end my stream a little bit earlier than usual. How do you play BAM in a new account at level 200? You mean you just got your 5th job? Or are you saying like you're not enjoying it? Because it's kind of it's a little bit wonky. You need to hit so many hits to down one mob. Ah, I see. I mean, if you have, usually you will 2-shot or 3-shot, but you usually swap between your Grim Harvest, which is one of the 5th job skills, and the Scythe, which is another one, and you just rotate them. A lot of your damage comes from your summons. And farming farms with Hyperburns, so you need to transfer everything onto your main. Yeah, that's fair. I feel like a lot of players are doing that right now. Without 5th job skills, cannot mob. Yep, that's about right. Level 0 to 200 Battle Mage is probably one of the worst things I've ever experienced in my life. That's why when I Terra burned it, or Hyper burned it, I was very happy that I chose to burn. Because, yeah, training from 0 to 200 is quite painful. What's wrong with Princess? No? Only one person can be in the boss room at a time, per channel. Large Meso Fam suck? Is that even a thing? So the Large Meso Fam, what it does is it guarantees you getting a Meso bag. That's all it does. Because the item drop fam doesn't affect Meso bags, from my understanding. So if you had literally 0 drop rate, and then had a large drop fam out, you still wouldn't get Meso bags on a consistent rate. But if you had the large Meso bag fam, then it would directly affect your Meso bag drop rate. It used to be a thing in Cernium, when people were trying to transition onto trying to farm here when it got released. But nowadays, we get so many sack symbols, it's not really an issue anymore. So yeah, unfortunately, the Meso drop fams are not very useful anymore. But it used to be. Okay, starting on my level 5 epic journey. Yeah, in Ursus you can only use your 4th job and below skills. No 5th job in Ursus. Otherwise it will just die instantly, I think. What does box only mean when carrying? It means that you don't get pitch boss. You only get your instance drops. So you only get your your arcane boxes, your ring boxes, your souls. But you don't get anything like Twilight Mark. You don't get pitch boss. Like the shared drops you don't get. So box only is just like you get your own stuff, but you don't get like the shared stuff. Tried out the pyramid scheme. Fun to do. Don't want to do it ever again. Was it really fun then, Meggy? Was it really fun? Guess it could be fun without wanting to do it ever again. I can show you how to mob on 5th job in a second. I'll finish in like 13 minutes, maybe not a second. I mean, if your character's weak, there's not really much to it other than like get stronger. But there are definitely ways to do more damage to your mobs. I don't like repetition. Said him playing Maple Story. It's true. I want to be in control of what kind of repetition I do. I am in control of my own repetition. I don't like CPAP. It's never fun unless you can 1-burst P1. I think the boss is okay. It's not the worst. If you are able to iframe his clock and use Hero's Will to avoid the stun, I think the boss is pretty reasonable. How's the boost? It's pretty decent. I don't think it adds that much FD off the top of my head. Wow, look at that guy. Hybrid stat in 20 cubes. Kinda crazy. Did you get Soul Janice? Yes, I did. You can see it on the top right of my screen. Let's have a look. It's over here. That little ball there. Soul Janice. Got the hair coupons that I wanted now, and all 5 at the same time. Now you can get a hair like me. Okay. You guys reckon this will get to level 5? Well, it might actually get to level 5. Pretty happy with this training though. Very comfy. Usually my hands hurt a little bit after I train, but it's been pretty good so far. What version of Soul Janice is the best? I think it just depends on what you're trying to do. For me, I just need the summon, so I'm using Dawn. But I know some training spots and some players would use Dusk for other things. Pyramid looks like a full skip. It's a skip unless you want the rewards from it. I mean, I think it's nice. I mentioned earlier, I think it's nice that they're letting us have a variety of things to do. It's like, it reminds me of like the mini games from the events. You know how like you have like, you know, what's it called? The card game, one card. Monster Pyramid, those sorts of like little mini games. It's like, I like that they're giving you options of things you can do for different rewards. I think it's fine. It's not for everybody, obviously, but then for those who want it, it's nice. And it gives you access to different rewards. Yeah, the nodes are nice. I think it gives you growth potions too, if I'm not mistaken. I might be mistaken. I feel like it gives you a bunch of random stuff, right? Three 250 pots. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in it, but if you don't like the content, it can be skipped. 150 nodes, I need it. Yeah, I mean, it depends on what you need. I think for me, I would rather just farm the entire time for the nodes. I'm just gonna farm for the nodes. I don't care if it takes me 5 times as long. Nodes, fam cards, seagulls. Give me these seagulls. And most importantly, Meso. Oh. Hello, Dan. Welcome. So how many of you guys are farming familiars right now? Or are you guys just chilling at the moment? Who's in the fam jail with me? Although, it's not that bad, considering you get like a bunch of fragments while training. It's not too bad. How's the first mastery feel? The first mastery feels alright. It's kind of nice. Gonna farm later, too many people on at the moment? Yeah, that's fair. Especially for Kronos. Like, I've seen like 2 people in this map, but I'm sure in Kronos it's not great. Not sure if you answered this already, but came back to Maple after 10 years. I hyperburn something on Burning server or Heroic server or Interactive. I think if you are more of a casual player, I would recommend Heroic. I think you just get more value out of the time you put in Heroic. But if you're somebody who wants to be able to access the auction house and be able to buy and sell items, then you will go for the Burning server. Because after you're done with the Burning server, you get transferred onto the Interactive server, I believe. So you get a bunch of benefits on the Burning server, then your character gets transferred over onto one of the Interactive servers. I think you get to choose. And then you just play like standard MapleStory from like 10 years ago. But if you are wanting to be like a free-to-play player for the most part, and you're playing casually and not too fussed about, you know, not paying to win, I think Heroic is a better pick. Just depends on what you like. I personally would encourage Heroic just because if you are coming back to the game and you're not really sure about anything, Heroic feels a little bit more beginner-friendly. It has less upgrading systems. The gameplay is basically identical. You don't have to worry about the auction house. You don't have to worry about a lot of new things. Yeah. That's my opinion. Which map in Zen is Giga taken? I'm gonna assume all of these Fire Spirit ones. And probably a lot of the B-Certain ones. That's my guess. I don't actually know. Are fam rates in Cernium worse than Arcane River? It seems about the same. Just depends on your kill rate, honestly. Zenon 3 summons and 1 button mobbing class? Yeah. 3 summons once you have Soul Janus. How packed is it right now? It's hard to say. I'm not in Kronos. I'm kind of scared to go in Kronos, I'm not gonna lie. I'll just stay in Hyperion for now. I have some link skills in Heroic. I'll hyperburn there. Yeah, no worries. I think that's a safe pick for most players, especially if you're just returning to the game. I think Heroic is a good pick. Soul Janus is nice. It's nice having an extra summon that clears like a small section that you don't want to go to. Kronos isn't too bad, honestly. Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear that it's, like, playable. I was actually kind of worried for the Kronos players if, like, people went back specifically for FAMs. But then the more I thought about it, the more I realized that chances are the higher level guys probably aren't too fussed about FAMs. Because their best FD gain would actually just be from leveling up. So it kind of worked out in the end, although I'm sure it's quite packed still, regardless. Because yeah, my assumption was like a lot of people would go back for FAMs, but then I realized in Kronos, because it's low-key a legacy server, I'm sure a lot of the high-level players already probably have good enough FAMs for them not to go back and grief their EXP rates. Because chances are, if you're like 280 plus, you're probably trying to push 285. I can see maybe 285 players going back, but at that point you might as well be training your Hyperburn. So I guess it kind of worked out in that sense. Which is the coolest fam to farm? I want these seagulls, that's why I'm here. So, your opinion on what's cool and what I think is cool is probably a little bit different. I want these birds. I think most players though probably don't care about which fams they're going for. They're probably just picking the map that gives them the most amount of fam cards, if anything. Can any fam get any line? Yes. Whatever fam it is, if it's unique, it will get the same chances of getting whatever lines any other unique could possibly get. The old system, specific fams would get specific lines, but in this current version of Familiars, it's kind of like cubes, where you just have a random roll, and you just hope that it's useful. What's your favorite fam in the game? If you are asking me for like any mob in the game to be a fam, probably the Peach Monkey. One of the Peach Monkey, there's also like this little deer in like Herbtown. Let's see if I can find it. Peach Monkey. Yeah, this guy. This is kind of funny. Wherever this guy is, there's also a few other mobs that are, oh yeah, this is literally called cute reindeer. This is, look at it. It's so cute. Look at this reindeer. I mean, there's a lot of like really like nice designs in the game that we just don't know about or don't care about. So, yeah. That's the first time I've actually thought about that, but I thought to myself, I remember seeing the monkey, and I was like, that's kind of funny. It'd be really funny to have a fam like that. Remember the big snail? Yeah. I think that was before I started, like, taking the game a little bit more seriously. I didn't have any familiars beforehand. You unlock Soul Janus? Yes. You can see the summon on the top right every once in a while. There it is. Soul Janus. I think the old Big Snail used to have healing lines. Edelstein Snake for large drop fam? Damn. Samurai Girl in Princess No? Worth it? Yeah, Soul Janus is pretty worth it. At least one level in it. I would recommend at least one level in it. Having an extra summon is nice. Helps your dailies a little bit. And it gives you bonus EXP from my understanding. Okay. That's my coupon done. Almost there, actually. Only 8 more fragments and I get my second mastery. have enough for two tries, I think. No, we failed it. Failed the 50-50. Actually, it's probably less than 50. No, more than 50%. Chance of success is like pretty high for these ones. Okay. Do I have enough for another try? Is that exactly enough? Wait. 42 and 48, 90. Damn. One epic. Are you kidding me? Yes, I get a seagull for my large drop. Let's go, seagull, guys. It's the map. It's time to get some seagulls. Let's go, large drop seagull. You're washed. You're washed. We don't care about you anymore. We're all about seagull large drop. Let's go. What do we name him? I'm just gonna name him Mine. Just reminds me from Finding Nemo. That is so funny. I have a large drop seagull. I don't want to play with you anymore. You're donezo. I have found my new best friend. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. This is so funny. Oh, that's funny. In some senses, it's also a little bit annoying because I technically lost the epic roll. Technically, but I guess that's like I'm just complaining about nothing. But hey, I mean, as long as my crit rate is fine, yeah, my crit rate's plenty fine. Let's go, got a new seagull, new large drop. Roll too unique, you won't. No, I will not. I was farming in that map specifically for the seagulls. I'm not wasting it. That's what it is. It's first world problem. Somewhat valid. It's a little bit of a first world problem. To be fair, because I already had a large drop, it does feel kind of bad that I have a second large drop. It could have been like something better, right? Because large drop is a nice line, but I would have preferred something else, right? The first one feels good. The second one is like, you might as well have not gotten it. It's like an irrelevant line. But hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. Yes, server first, seagull large drop. Let's go. It reminds me a lot of, there was a junior in my guild who was looking for large drop, and they saw 3 boss familiars before they got large drop, and they were mad complaining about it. That is like a suffering from success. How much drop rate do I have? I have like 300 or something. We'll find out in a bit. Okay. Large drop. Drop there. Legion luck. 282. Ooh, reinforced earrings. Yes, very good. I want more reinforced earrings. More fodder is good. GRANDIS familiars? Yep. Okay. Let's go Arcarium. Okay. Ooh, a dumb pendant. Yo, this character is kind of popping off. Yeah, a lot of dumb pendants. It's like my 4th one. Nice. For a second there, I thought that was a sup belt. No, it's cracked. It's so green. Such a bait. Look at this. Does this not look like a sup belt to you right there? Like, if you don't look at it too hard. It's so sus. Subring has no fodders. It has. You can use Meisters or Kronos treasures. Ooh, wait. I can do Pinot real quick. It's one of the few. Actually, no. I would probably want to run this after bosses because I'll have a wealth on as well. So usually what I would do is I would get my Kronos treasure to 21 and then I'll transfer my second Kronos treasure to 21 afterwards. And then transfer that to the sup ring and hope it goes. Nice, shoulder and cape. Neat. Okay. What else can I do with this drop? I do kind of want to run Pinot, but I think it's probably better just to be patient. Yeah, I'll just be patient. What else can I do with this large drop though? I mean this drop coupon. I don't know if there's much left I can do. I'm gonna have to use my fam juice maybe to do bosses later potentially. Not so sure. Well, I might as well do the rest of my dailies though. Yo, I can just full AFK my dailies now. It's beautiful. Have I tried Dusk mode? I have, but I don't one-shot in the new areas. It probably makes a lot of sense to use it here, right? Maybe? Because I can actually one-shot with it. Whether or not it's faster is kind of hard to tell, but hey, I can AFK my dailies, sorta. So how does Dusk work? Does it just proc every time I do damage? Where's my go-to spot for cubing luck? I usually go to Leafree. And then there's a house to the left of where you spawn. I do everything there. You're already full clearing your maps, now you use dust to save yourself from resummoning? Yeah, that's fair. I can't one-shot in Incernium at the moment. Otherwise I would use this. Tried that Leafy House, it was kind of cursed. You're not a believer. I hit everything there. I hit everything in that room. But real answer is I just kind of cube wherever I stand. Only on my Cannon Master would I specifically go to Leafree. Otherwise I just cube in like town. And I Star Force obviously only in the Star Forcing room. Crit damage and 2 lines of main stat. The room is blessed. That's decent, yeah. Unless you're going for 2 lines of crit damage, pretty good. This new Dusk thing is kind of nice, but I can't tell if it's because of Dusk or because of my little like rockets, because my little rockets also do decent damage. I think it does, yeah. I can AFK to do my dailies, but maybe not to do anything else. What's the second mastery for Zenon? Let's have a look. I haven't unlocked it yet. It's Triangulation and the Hypergram Field. I'm actually pretty close to it. I need another 8. Probably try to get it later tonight. Yeah. I think the mastery is pretty good. Ooh, a bunch of fam cards on the floor. Nice. Let's see. Esfera. Should I keep doing my Tenebrous dailies? I'm kind of lazy. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's pretty good? Yeah. I think it is quite good. Yoink. Oh, free cube. He's asking me about the event. He asked the wrong person because I haven't looked into any of it. Skip 10 days, your weapon insert anyway for fams. Yeah, it's just there. Ooh, flower. Can I just AFK here? It's a troll to go back to Cernium at 275. No, it just depends. If you want EXP and you're planning to push like bosses further down the track, then a little bit. But it's not too bad. Yeah, that guy just took the rune and ran. You guys see that? So he had his own rune, and he just took it and ran. But yeah, I might not do any more of my Teneris dailies. Too lazy. Okay. I mean, it's just there for EXP more than anything else. Don't really need the sparks, I guess. Okay. Clean up inventory time. Oh, I should really clean up my inventory. Yeah, I'm enjoying Zenon though. I think the class is quite good. It's good amount of damage. Seems pretty mobile. I can't get rid of those. Just being careful with what I disassemble because I do need some of these things. Okay, don't need shoes, don't need belt, helmet. I need the cape, don't need the gloves, don't need the shoes anymore. Okay. Let's drop. I don't need those shoes anymore. Let's drop these medals. It's actually slightly better. That is slightly better. There we go. Oh, I can claim everything now. Nice. Is crit damage ring any good? I think it might be useful in dojo, but I don't think it's that great. Congrats on hitting large drop. It'd be nicer if it was anything else, just because I already had a large drop. But it is kind of funny that I was farming specifically for the seagulls, and I managed to hit the seagull. So it's kind of fine. Kind of funny. $276 meso getter right now. Where do I farm to get XP and mesos? We'll go farms for meso. If you need specifically money, you probably just go to the map that has the highest kill rate. Large drop doesn't stack. You can only have one. Okay. I have so many of these random fams as well. It's from doing all my dailies. It's just always clogs. I can't wait to be done with my Arcane River dailies. Should have a good amount of points for the shop to buy these, right? Yeah, decent amount. Yeah. You can go for mesos and fams if you're not losing too much on the money. Fam cards are fine too. It just depends, because you could also farm in the highest level areas to get a lot of EXP, because leveling up gives you a lot of final damage as well. Okay. What should we do now? Oh, let's jump on the battle mage. Because I haven't done anything on the battle mage. Oh, that was a bit loud. That's alright. It's time to unlock our second mastery on battle mage. I think I have some fragments saved up on it. I could also get Soul Janus on my battle mage, But I don't really train or do dailies on it anymore. So maybe I'll just take the second Mashi to make my bossing a bit faster. That's what I think I might do. Let's have a look. Alright, I have 140. Okay, so I think I need to get this to 6. Unlock. Nice. So I need to get it up to 6, I think. Just checking. Yup, looks like it's 6. Ooh, I can get 4. Nice. Yo, look, it's kind of big. Okay, this looks kind of cool. I don't know how much damage that is, but it looks kind of cool. Wait, that's crit rate? Huh. More you know. Do I not have attack speed on or something? It's probably because my pets aren't auto buffing me at the moment. Where's my pets? That's fine. Can I? It did get a little bit bigger. I'm pretty sure it hits a little bit underneath. Kind of neat. The new scythe with aura. Scythe aura is Chef's Kiss. Let's have a look. What's a boss I can do that I don't need to trade? That might live. CPAP. Probably not trading CPAP. Okay, let's have a look at this new aura scythe. Holy, it's huge! Scythe is gigantic now. It's so dramatic. It's kinda gigantic. What the heck is this? Did the hitbox of it get bigger? It looks bigger. What is this? It's huge. I don't know if I have a TP rock. I don't have a TP rock. What is that? It's my battle mage. Yeah, it's the new final blow. Is this the map I'm usually in? I am. Usually here. Okay. It definitely does more damage. Because that didn't used to one shot. Or close to one shot. Yo, triple plats! Oh my god! Yo! Oh, it triple plats here. That's kinda cooked. What? Okay, that's pretty crazy. The fact that triple plats here. I don't know if the person who was asking about Battle Mage before was still here, but I can show them. Yo, with Soul Janus, look, I have this giant summon as well, right? That definitely just covers entire right side. I have Fountain that covers entire left side. I can literally AFK in the middle while these are up. You know, maybe I do come back to my Battle Mage at some point. Well, maybe once I'm done with my Zenon. Maybe Soul Janus wasn't a bad idea, but 125 fragments is kind of a lot. I don't have my Vac Pet on me at the moment, but still. Yo, it made training on my Battle Mage so much easier. It's so free now. What? What is this? Well, triple plat. Look at this. Look at it go. I mean, obviously you need to like move a little bit, but... Is it me or does it look like it attacks faster too? It's probably just what it looks like. This is pretty good. It's pretty good, like, I'm not gonna lie. This is so lazy as well. I don't have a TP rock, so I can't test other maps. This is pretty good already. It shares with resistance, so I can actually move my Vac Pet from my Battle Mage onto my Zenon and back. Is chain plus TP the fastest way to travel for BAM? I think so, something like that. It's one of the faster ways. You get like 2 dashes really quick. Yo. Where was this when I was training for 275? Pretty nice. Pretty nice. What's the map that I usually go to? Blooming Spring 1. I can probably go here and then walk. Okay. So obviously I don't one-shot here, but like, conceptually, right? So let's just like put like Soul Janus over here on the right side, for example. Like somewhere around here. Just leave the Soul Janus to wipe those mobs. Now, the question is, can I just AFK? Like, if I put this here, can I just AFK? I mean, if Soul Janus clears the right side here, I can AFK definitely with this summon up. Assuming my, obviously my Fountain doesn't one-shot, because I'm kind of weak, but in theory... I think it clears everything except top, but then... you can do something like that. But I want to see what happens without Grim Harvest. Okay, that looks pretty reasonable. Okay. Oh, triple plats here too. Oh, that is dirty. That is really dirty. It's half active. So I do this half the time, the other half of the time I stand still. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Did Aura Scythe always triple plat here? I feel like it didn't. I don't know. I feel like it wasn't always triple plat. I don't remember, honestly. Okay, this definitely did not hit above me though, right? This definitely didn't. My normal attack triple plats. Huh? Oh, it's quite a good amount nicer. Okay, you can literally, if you're strong enough, you can definitely AFK in so many maps. As Battle Mage. Oh, they made it way more AFK. Thank God. So if I do come back to my Battle Mage, I know what I'm doing. Very nice. That's really nice to have a look at. Like, this is a nice training upgrade. This is definitely one of the worst things about Battle Mage, was the training. Like, genuinely, the hardest part about Battle Mage was the training. Because it just wasn't as good as other classes. Ah, neat. Okay, let's just claim these, because why not? Alright. I'm going... Oh! Didn't mean to go in there. Okay. Really cool, really cool. Alright, let's see if we can get into Kronos. What do you guys think? Do you reckon I can get in? Oh, we did get in. Because I get my second mastery here as well, I believe. But Cannon Master second mastery is a little bit more underwhelming. Little less whelming. But I think it's definitely a gain, off the top of my head. Okay. They get this one. It's like 4 skills. Monkey Mortar, Cannon Bazooka, Anchors Away, Nautilus Strike. I don't think you really use many of these. Okay, so let's do a little bit of a comparison before I upgrade it. So this is the main attack. That's the main attack. And then Anchors Away is this thing. Monkey Mortar is like a passive. I think it's a passive at least. Alright, let me just double check the Cannon Master Discord. I remember seeing a picture of it. Okay. Oh, I can't upgrade it. Oh. I can't upgrade it. Which one of these nodes are the culprit? It's probably this one. 19 and 18. It's my Cannon Bazooka. It's not high enough level for me to upgrade the node. Oh man. How am I gonna do this? No, I don't have any node stones. Oh no, it's a little cursed. Disenchant the Paladin V Matrix? That's crazy. So, this one only needs one more, thankfully. So there's Cannon Bazooka. Oh, I needed another one. Oh, that's kinda cursed. Oh. Okay. How much does this need now? Because all of them need to be at least level... Oh my god, that's a fair amount. I have no node stones. What do I do? What do I do, guys? I haven't started this. That's a bit unfortunate. I didn't start it in, that's alright, I mean. It's whatever. Event shop for EXP nodes. I don't have event shop currency though. I don't have event shop currency. Look, I got 0. You get it soon, yeah. But I don't really play on this character. Whoa, there's a lot of people here. That's crazy. Are there EXP node stones here? No, there are not even any EXP node stones here. Pyramid tech? Ain't no way. Anything in here? Oh, we'll never know what it looks like. Man, if I just spread it out a little bit smarter, I could have done it actually. Like, I didn't need to double down so hard on some of these. I didn't do the math. I need like 10. Yeah, that's alright. No, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I could have, but at the same time, it's alright. We'll find out another time. Okay. Oh my god, everything's dying. Everything's expiring. There's nothing I can do about it. I got Janus on my my Zenon because that's the only one I'm training at the moment. All the other ones I'm just kind of ignoring. I'm just kind of ignoring. Alright. I was gonna do something, but I don't remember what I was doing. Was there something on this character? Not sure. I'm just gonna go back to Hyperion. Well, the bugs. I'm not sure off the top of my head. I think some people were like extending the vac pets or something like that. Some nonsense like that. But yeah, kind of chilling though. Pretty exciting. This patch, this current patch is nice. Wait, did that always happen? Wait, guys, has this always been there? You guys seeing what I'm seeing? Has that always happened? The random water splashes on the floor. That's funny. I've never noticed it. Yo, who's this guy? Let's see. God, I wish I could move my node shards onto another character. Because I would like to put this on my other character. But I would like to also unlock my second node here, or second mastery. That'd be nice. When you level this up, does it increase the passive? Oh, it does. Right? It's only at 10 at the moment. Oh, pretty cool. Like, if you upgrade this, it actually goes up. But yeah. Just need another 8 more, and then I'll be pretty happy to unlock this. That'll be nice. And then hopefully we do okay for our bosses. If we get lucky, we might get some nice drops. I still can't believe I got a large drop. That's so funny. On a seagull as well. I'm telling you guys, it's the place to be. It's the place to be. Well, the goals for the Zenon right now? Try to get more stars, farm some more, prep for 5, 10, 15. Like, those are the main generic goals. And then we'll figure it out from there. I think I might call it for today's stream though, because I need to sort some things out. need to return some items, get dinner, all that sort of fun stuff. But yeah, hopefully you guys are having a good time on this new patch. Hopefully you guys get lucky on your fams like I did. And yeah. I'll probably try to make a new video sometime tomorrow. There's a bunch of things I would like to go through in the next video. There's a lot of things to cover, other things that we've already done as well. And yeah, very exciting. Take care, guys. If you guys enjoyed the stream, please consider giving it a like. It helps me out a lot. And if you guys are new to the channel and want to stay updated, please consider subscribing. I do post regular updates, and I do stream quite frequently. And yeah, thank you all again. Take care, and I'll see you all in the next one.